Excuse me.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, the young gunslinger Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs with the #1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They already have as many wins in the second half as they did in the first half, and we're just starting the second half at number 0.
And I know some of their fans are already starting to look forward to the draft, but I still think this team has a chance to win some games down the stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete to the tight end, Jason Moore. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love it because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Going up top. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Absolutely no fucking pass rush.
First and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 7 more on that one and another first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that. Yeah,
it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. But he's got it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And now a stunning defense for the Browns.
I'm looking at Jabril Peppers in the secondary, the 25th pick in the first round in 2017. Played in 13 games, 57 tackles and an interception. But what I like most about him is versatility. He can play cornerback, but I think he's best at safety, and a little bit of what they call nickel or dime linebacker, where he can go inside and use his tackling ability in the running game.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Defensively, they're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
And you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here in this first series. He's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say,
play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third down. It's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this won't come back.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability
I needed one.
accuracy in this drive, pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. He'll get it up the middle. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up a shutout.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? You go for it.
Stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're able to hold
I'm not going to have the single ball this whole entire quarter. God damn.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they're getting you underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And Bunker able to put this
Need to
one through.
increase the clock by at least 1 minute.
To a 3-0 lead.
I think I'm rushing to play this game.
Play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some
God damn.
disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point.
Now a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
Why do you bother?
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They take over first and 10 in excellent field position here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it will be second down.
Dumping this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, no, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Mahomes now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at first and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. They don't get
And my cousin just jumped on. Go on, if you're listening.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got it to West on the dump off. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. Now bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end and Junkie. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
He's right there.
That certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Finds a seam inside the 40. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and their divisional round. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. We'll remind you that coming up anytime we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing now is Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes now on first down. Room to run inside the 40. On target over the middle of the hill. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
I'm going to turn out for
The Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I probably will, Jube. Trust me.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Mahomes again. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Quick slant there, gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now here's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. McConnell's got it over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if
Got
they
it.
don't, it almost has...
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Mayfield on play action. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon.
Yeah, then he gets fucking 1st down.
Get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
That's just my fucking luck.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it appears we're going to get whistles of a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They begin here with a run by West. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a good effort on the return here. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Nothing they're working.
Catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to get this one.
Are you kidding me?
45-yard line.
Oh, come on.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go to Johnson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play. The exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
This is West. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he wakes it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
The dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said best. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Mayfield on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch. But I really
No, no,
like
I don't know.
drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Drives the ball free. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't even save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bathema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Amar's got it, left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores.
He got hurt, Jube.
Don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I that?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question. A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production, or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And now here comes Kansas City with this lead, and the football thing's obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They'll run it with press. So we got 3 on one tackle, but couldn't do anything else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On the ground, it's West again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this game rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus. And the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's West. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On second down, Mayfield again. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter.
I don't know why I'm even wasting my time doing this.
Downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to get to the 31. Enough for the 1st down. But no reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Browns. 55 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Tries just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on a 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. They go down to none. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
It's just peachy. Peachy, peachy, peachy.
Here we go. 3,
They'll run again here with Webb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup for 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
About the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people believe it right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Kansas City, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Browns,